The 2021 Marble Champions League rolls on into event number 13 of our first season of this new series, the Marble Champions League. See a large crowd here once again, everybody packed in to see their teams compete. As you see the overall standings, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the 16-event season. Oris won if you missed it last time. They took over the lead overall. They've got a 7-point advantage. It's now a tie for second between Flush and the Steel Brothers. The Vikings sit in fourth, and it's a tie for fifth between the Snow Wolves and the Savage Jackal. Those are the real championship contenders that are within 15 points of each other for our overall standings. As we are in for another more traditional, not exactly a traditional race all the way, but a more traditional race from what we've seen early on in the season. It is a couple of funnels involved in today's event. A lot more of those portions of the course where it's almost like a switch. Depends on where you're going, which side you're going to head to as you try to maneuver your way down the course. You see the fans, as we said, packed in. They are ready to go. There's the finish line, and we'll see who makes it down first. The teams are ready. The fans are ready. Are you ready? This is event number 13 of the 2021 Marble Champions League. This is the Maze Race. Then a large course, and as always with these courses, we'll start high in the altitude there and work our way down not only the course but down closer to ground level as well. As you see, where we'll have a lot of chances for passes. And again, today's event, like most of these events, are group events. We've got 4 groups of 4 into our semifinals and our finale. We'll start with our first grouping. This is Swiftblade, the Steel Brothers, the Blue Jackets, and the Snow Wolves. Into their first funnel, and first down looks like that was the Snow Wolves. Now it's the Blue Jackets in the lead, while the Steel Brothers and Swiftblade still struggling to get through that first funnel. Down to the second funnel are the 2 blue marbles, Blue Jackets and Snow Wolves. And looks like the Blue Jackets, nope, it's going to be the Snow Wolves who take that lead. They're down to this Plinko portion of the course, which can really cause a lot of problems for these teams. It's the Blue Jackets in the lead. Meanwhile, the other 2 marbles, the Steel Brothers and Swiftblade, struggling to get through a funnel. A little bit of contact there, and it looks like a pass. It's a lead now for the Snow Wolves. They're trying to make their way down. Again, you want to be one of the top 2. It bodes very well for these 2 blue marbles. Down for the final time. There's a pass, maybe? Nope, it's going to be the Snow Wolves, followed by the Blue Jackets. They'll advance through the group stage. And again, the Steel Brothers failing to advance. They struggled mightily in the last couple of events. They're struggling again today. Let's see if they take third out of this group. They won't advance. They will take third, as Swiftblade will be the final to finish with a 68-second run. 20 seconds slower than the leader. Snow Wolves and Blue Jackets, they are through. As we'll have a look at the replay here. And it was really not close between the Snow Wolves and the Blue Jackets and then everybody else. It was just a matter of who was going to win and who was going to get the second transfer spot. They're into the first semifinal. And into Group B, Tatu Bola, the Archangels, Flush, and the Janitors. The Archangels, the ultimate underdog story. And they won an event recently. Everybody though is going to be keeping an eye on Flush. They are second in the point standings. Currently in that second funnel along with Tatu Bola. The Janitors running in third right now, trying to get to that funnel. There they are. Flush trying to advance the lead here. Trying to build a large portion of the lead. They're down into that orange portion now of the Plinko portion of the course. Making their way down a slide, down to another portion of this back and forth area of the course. How about the Janitors making up time? They've moved into second. And they've moved into the lead. Down to the final portion. Here come Flush. They make a move. They're blending in a bit with the stadium there, or with the course, I should say. Flush is going to get the win. The Janitors come across with an easy advancement in the transfer spot. The Archangels and Tatu Bola, who got off to a strong start, they fall apart here towards the end, and they finish in fourth. Along with the Archangels, they're eliminated from the competition. A little bit of a surprise there. Tatu Bola got off to such a strong start. Look at the large lead they had going into the first funnel. And ultimately just couldn't keep that success going. And there are the Flush and the Janitors into the semifinal. We go to Group C now. This is the Trojans, the Sphery Spiders, the Onyx, and their championship leaders, Oris 1. First event for them as the leaders. The second into the funnel, and the first through the funnel. Down to the first portion of this course that involves the twists and turns. In the lead right now, followed by Onyx, then the Sphery Spiders. Here come the Trojans. And down to the second funnel now are Oris 1. And they'll be joined in that funnel by Onyx. Did Onyx get the inside lane? Looks like they did for a moment, but it's still going to be the lead for Oris 1. They're followed now by the Sphery Spiders, who may have made a pass, couldn't complete it though. Oris 1 going to try to take a slide job, and they will take the lead back after getting passed momentarily by the Sphery Spiders. They're pretty well ahead of the Trojans and Onyx, and it's a matter of who's going to take first, who's going to take second. It's the Sphery Spiders back in the lead, and they'll get the win. They've got the best time so far. Here comes Oris 1. They advance. Now the Trojans will try to make a pass on Onyx. They will. Close at the end between those two. That was just all about positioning there after Onyx and the Trojans will be eliminated. Let's have a look at the replay. You can see early on the Sphery Spiders had the lead. Missed it there. We didn't quite see it on the funnel, but a very quick funnel maneuver by Oris 1. Back and forth between the Sphery Spiders and Oris 1. And ultimately it's the Sphery Spiders who get the win. Oris 1 advances anyway to the semifinal with that final transfer spot. On to our last group. As you know, it's going to be Group D. There they are. Savage Jackal, Lynx Rufus, Speedy Hunters, and the Vikings. A couple of our top 5 are involved. Jackal and the Vikings get into it again. They're really going back and forth trying to get to that second funnel. It's the Vikings who get there first, just ahead of the Savage Jackal, and we'll see who gets out of it first. It'll be the Vikings. And they both get out before the Speedy Hunters or Lynx Rufus entered that funnel. They've got a pretty large lead again. Hasn't been awfully close between second and third yet. Large lead now for the Vikings. Savage Jackal trying to come back. And they're going to come back and get into maybe the lead. Yep, they will make a pass for the lead. And in the final portion of the course, it will be... It's the Vikings, and then Savage Jackal. They'll advance. The Lynx Rufus crew will come in third, and the Speedy Hunters really struggling there. By the way, best time so far. And it now belongs to the Vikings. They run the fastest time of the group stage at a 47.216. Replay of this final group stage. A lot of back and forth between the Vikings and the Savage Jackal. As you can see, they just kept going back and forth and didn't seem like either wanted to let the other one get ahead. Ultimately, it is the Savage Jackal that get the win. The Vikings, excuse me, that get the win, but the Savage Jackal that advance as well. They'll have a chance to avenge that second place finish. As we move on to our semifinals, 9th through 16th will be based off of their times. So that's how they will award points, or for one unlucky team, no points. Meanwhile, we're down to 8. First semifinal, it is the Janitors, Flush, Snow Wolves, and Blue Jackets. And again, those two blue marbles, just about everybody's blue in this event. They got off to a fast start. However, it's the Janitors that get through the first funnel. They're followed by the Blue Jackets, then the Snow Wolves, and here come Flush. But everybody's in this same portion of the course right now. It's awfully close. And look at the move by Flush. They get to the funnel first, followed by the Vikings. Now here comes everybody else. They're all in the second funnel at the same time. With the Blue Jackets that get out first. And they're a little bit of a mistake from the Snow Wolves. They got stuck for a moment. They get unstuck by the Janitors there. And now again, it's Flush who comes out of nowhere. Last out of the funnel, first down into the next portion of the course. And they maintain the lead, followed by the Blue Jackets' final portion. Contact all over the place. Flush is in trouble now. Here comes the Blue Jackets. They're going to get it. Flush is going to come up in second, just ahead of the Janitors. As contact was being made all over the place. And it's Flush, tied for second in the standings, and a huge advancement there. They're into the finale, and you have to have a look at the replay. What a fascinating event that one was. We didn't have any really very close ones between second and third on who was going to advance in any of the group stages. That's not the case here today in semifinal A. The win in that semifinal goes to the Blue Jackets. The all-important transfer spot goes to the Flush, as they're into the finale, and they'll join the top two of this group: the Vikings, the Savage Jackal, Oris 1, and the Fury Spiders. Oris 1 trying to have a lot of success again. They've won 2 events, and they are in the lead now, only team out of the funnel. They're joined now out of the funnel by the Fury Spiders, but Oris 1 trying to quickly get down to the second funnel and build a big lead. They're in the second funnel. Here comes a couple more. The Savage Jackal and the Fury Spiders are there. The Vikings starting to fall a bit behind, and again, first out is Oris 1. They have really done well in this event so far. Here comes Savage Jackal. A little bit of contact there between Oris 1 and the Vikings. And it is going to be Oris 1 that will come in second there out of that portion of the course, down for the final portion, the final green area of this course. It's Oris 1 and Savage Jackal. They're both trying to slip their way through. They are both down. It's Oris 1 with the win. Savage Jackal advances, and the Fury Spiders and the Vikings are going to settle for somewhere between 5th and 8th. Look at the replay here, and I'll tell you what, Oris 1 might be awfully difficult to beat, trying to be the first team to win 3 events. And they look good in this event. Went back and forth there with Savage Jackal, but ultimately they made the pass at the end that got it done. You can see how close they were all the way down to the end. And luckily for them, that's just between who finishes first and second. And they both advance into the finale to join the Blue Jackets and Flush. Into the finale. Look at this gigantic stadium, and it is packed to the brim with fans. We saw the Oris 1 crew earlier, and I believe we saw Flush there right next to each other, the cheering sections for those two teams. Let's see who comes out on top, or will it be the Savage Jackal or the Blue Jackets? They are underway in the finale. First down was Flush. First out of the first funnel, though, is the Blue Jackets, joined by Oris 1. Oris 1 again having a lot of success, and again it's the Flush who are going to be the final team out of the funnel. Into the first funnel now, second funnel, are the Blue Jackets and Oris 1. Who's going to be first down? Is it Oris 1 again? Looks like they might have the angle. It is! Oris 1 gets down through the second funnel once again. They're joined now by Flush. They're close as we make their way down through this portion of the Plinko course, down onto a slide. Is it Oris 1 first? The answer is yes. A little bit of a bobble there by Flush. They're going to have a little bit of time to make up in this second portion of the Plinko course. Got one more to get through. You see that green slide. That's where you want to go. Now here comes the Blue Jackets, and they've gotten stuck. They're in trouble. Blue Jackets going to be pushed by Flush. That gives a huge lead to Oris 1. Can they get it done and become the first 3-time winner? No! Out of nowhere! Here come the Blue Jackets! They'll get it done! Flush finishes second. Oris 1 takes the bronze, and Savage Jackal in fourth. You have to watch this. What a move at the end by the Blue Jackets, who were momentarily stuck on the course. They're able to come back from that, and you're going to see it right there. It was a momentary loss of any kind of movement from the Blue Jackets. They had to be rescued there by Flush. It gave a huge lead to Oris 1, and how did the Blue Jackets pull it off? They got stuck there too. Went right through the middle, and right there, wow, just waited for Oris 1 to make a little bit of a rocking motion there, and they just took the advantage, slipped right through the hole, and the Blue Jackets take home the gold today. What a run by them. That was a very impressive finale, and a very nice move, the winning move there, made by the Blue Jackets, as they get the win in this event. On the left side of your screen, the official event scores. And the results for today, 20 points for the Blue Jackets. Flush is going to make up 2 points on Oris 1, but Oris 1 will maintain the lead all the way down at Swiftblade today, who doesn't pick up any points, as it was Blue Jackets, Flush, Oris 1, Savage Jackal, and the Janitors who finish in the top 5 of today's event. Which means now, through 13 of 16 events, it is a 5-point lead for Oris 1. They win their second bronze as they now hold a 5-point lead, and then it's 13 more points between Flush and Savage Jackal. The Snow Wolves are 4th. The Steel Brothers have dropped back to 5th. So now it may be more of a 2-team event, or 2-team championship showdown as we get to the final portion of the season. However, we've seen a lot of big jumps in points one way or another. Congrats to Oris 1. They're up to 141 points after a 3rd place finish. Flush picks up a couple of points on the championship lead as they're now up to 136 points after their silver. But today, they're all aspiring to be the Blue Jackets. A winning move for the Ages gives them the gold as they look to build on that for the last couple of events here in this season. An impressive run by a couple of different teams, and again, Oris 1 and Flush showing that they may very well be the 2 teams to beat